Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I did one early this morning and some time has passed later that same day, you could say, if you were narrating a story. Later that same day, I'm now in Cape Town and I have the new Palladini Tarot on the tarot cloth. I won't say tarot table because the tarot table is back home, and but the tarot cloth has travelled with me. And the Netflix docu-series has finally been released, and for the first 3 episodes of it so far, the royal family, still the royal family, Harry and Meghan are still Harry and Meghan, and the calamity that many were predicting has yet to come to pass. But we're going to have a look and see how Prince William and King Charles are feeling about things and how they are going to respond. They already have pushed back against the claim by Harry and Meghan that the royals refused to comment on the docu-series. The royal family has pushed back immediately and said that is not true. We were not asked to participate. We were not asked to give our opinion on any of the allegations in the docu-series. So my reading, Celtic Cross with the new Palladini Tarot, is going to be about never complain, never explain. Is it the end of that? Are the royals now finally going to push back and actually defend themselves? And Celtic Cross, we're going to just have a look. By royals, I mean King Charles and Prince William, and we're going to see how they are going to respond, if at all, how they're doing right now, first day of this drama, how they're doing, and what they are planning to do to push back, if anything. As I say, first line of defense already there, and that's interesting to royal watchers. The press are out in full force denouncing the docu-series, and so maybe they don't need to do too much, but we're going to have a look with the Celtic Cross. Tarot cloth is sliding around a bit, and that's just, we're going to have to deal with it. And let's just have a look and see what's going on from the royal family's point of view right now. Difficult day for them. William and Catherine have been accused of being stiff and unwelcoming and not huggers. Meghan in her ripped jeans and barefoot and all huggy. Them being very British and reserved. And why should they hug this random person that they've only just met? That's the worst crime they can be accused of. Well, good luck, Meghan. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse, and that's a very, very interesting card. 8 of Swords upright. This is the underlying energy, is someone feeling trapped, someone feeling stuck. And when the card is in the reverse, it's of course somebody getting themselves out of a trap, out of a stuck situation. This is interesting. Never explain, never complain. Gone. Finished. They are going to be extricating themselves from problems. They're not going to be passive and reactive. It looks like they're actually going to do something. They're going to face those fears. They're going to push through those swords and free themselves. A liberation, the 8 of Swords when it's in the reverse. Interesting energy. Let's remind you as we get into the meat of this reading that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or just my opinion, and there is, as ever, a disclaimer in the box below. So the situation that the royals find themselves in right now. And we have the 6 of Cups, and that's in reverse, and that is quite a sad card. It's about the past, it's about memories, it's about childhood, it's about innocence, it's about family and friends, people you've gone on a long journey with, a long emotional journey, people that really formed you, inform who you are. But it's in the reverse, falling out with those people, not reconciling with those people. Recollections may vary, kind of energy. The past remembered differently, the past being an inaccessible place, unable to revisit it, unable to connect with it in a comforting way. The past as a source of trauma, the past as a place that you might want to forget. That is the 6 of Cups in reverse, that they're dealing with that, these different memories, these different perspectives. Harry's view, of course, now so toxic, so shadowed, so clouded by false memories, possibly by speculating by different narratives, different interpretations, by the outcome of the therapy he's been in, by his wife, and all of these people who are interfering in his life, in his relationship with the royals. That's what the Six of Cups is all about. A very difficult card in the reverse. It's very painful. I don't often say that about the Six of Cups in reverse, but it is a painful card because it's painful past and unable to deal with it and reconcile. So what is their challenge right now, Charles and William? What's the challenge? What's crossing them? Seven of Swords in reverse. This is to get the truth out. The Seven of Swords upright is a sneaky card. It's ghosting, it's stealing, running away, disappearing. It's Megxit. It's a card of very illegal behavior, really difficult, tricky behavior, and it's their need to expose that. That's what they need to do. They need to expose the lies, the deception, the falsehoods, the trickery, the sneakiness that this card represents, this card depicts, the untruth. And so that's what they have their work cut out, exposing those lies. It's a card of confession. When the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, you're caught out, your lies are caught out. And this is what the royal family has to do if they want to escape from this trap that has been carefully set up for them by Harry and Meghan, seemingly. And people like Tom Bauer have written about it. Lady C, everyone else speculating, tarot readers reading on it. Seemingly there was a trap, and the royals found themselves caught in it. Racism, all that stuff that they were accused of. And Harry and Meghan very much playing that pity card in this docu-series, this reality show. What's going on behind the scenes with the royals right now? What is going on behind the scenes? Well, there's two water sign men who are very, very unhappy. The King of Cups. Both of them, of course, depicted in this card, William and Charles. The Cancerian, the Scorpio, empathetic, emotional, generous, nurturing energy when it's upright, masters of their emotions. They're able to express emotion but not be overwhelmed by it. But the card is in the reverse. They are angry, they are upset, they are hurt, they are betrayed. As water sign men, they would have gone the extra mile in being empathetic, understanding, forgiving. And it's all been thrown back in their faces in a very petulant, very mean-spirited way, very destructive way. We saw Harry stuffing his umbrella in some photographer's face at the Ripple of Hope Awards in New York a couple of nights ago. Very angry, very out of control. He was cautioned by his own security people to stop and relax. There is an angry brat in there who's acting out, and they're hurt by it, upset by it. They're also, when the King of Cups is in reverse, they are withdrawing that cup of love. They are cooling. They are freezing, icing even. This is the heart is closing. And the clap back, the fighting is now possible. When the heart is open, then it's very difficult. But the time for forgiveness, time for empathy, time for understanding is over. There are big things at stake, as Harry and Meghan have been claiming, but there are big things, even bigger things at stake for the royals, and they both know this. So what's going on? What is the focus? What is their goals? What are they thinking about right now? Eight of Rods, Eight of Wands, getting their message out there. They're not going to sit back and take this line down. That is for sure, not with that card. We've got two eights here. Eight of Swords in reverse, getting out of a trap. Eight of Wands, Rods upright. That is messaging. Fast, a swift response. It's unblocking, literally, the Eight of Wands. When a situation has been blocked and stagnant, pulling the plug, opening it up, opening the lines of communication, getting their message out. They're going to be all over the place with their message. It's not going to be quiet and subtle like it was with the late Queen. This is going to be fast and furious, fighting back, of completely different energy, and good for them. I think the time has come for them to be proactive rather than passive and reactive and try and ignore it and hope it will all go away. It's not going to. So what's been going on in the past, the recent past, and the build up to the release of this reality show on Netflix? Three of Cups in reverse. It's a falling out. the Three of Cups in reverse of people who were friends who are no longer friends. It's the opposite of celebrating and happy. Everything that they have been doing, even though they on the surface have been looking positive and cheerful and put their best foot forward and be glamorous and be engaged and do their duty, but they've been doing it with this underlying feeling of dread and menace and difficulty. That the party is over, the happy times are over, the good times are over, and now we are in trouble, and now comes our sorrow and our struggle. That's the feeling. The Earthshot Award, for instance, should have been happy. It should have been among friends. It should have been celebrating. It should have been celebrating people who deserve to be celebrated, but instead the shadow hung over them, and that is what the Three of Cups is telling me here. What's going to be going on in the near future from Charles and William's point of view? What is going to be going on? We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. They're going to attack Meghan. I can say a ha ha ha, I think, at this point. I think I'm entitled to one, at least in this reading. That's the Queen of Wands. That's Meghan Markle. That's a fire sign woman, the drama queen. They're going to be exposing her. They're going to be showing her up. All kinds of contradictions already in this narrative about how Harry and Meghan met, when they met, all kinds of stuff that people are already saying, no, that's not what they said before, no, that's not what happened. They're going to be exposing her. Apparently dossiers exist that the royals have compiled, that the press have compiled, and possibly some of these stories are going to be leaked. Showing that she isn't what she claims to be. She is the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's all trouble. She is all drama. She is, a lot of it is made up, invented drama, but there is stuff out there about her that is unsavory. This is her in her negative aspect and her shadow aspect. They're going there. Seemingly they are going there. I would do a reading, not today, don't have time, but I will do one about the NDAs and whether those are going to be waived, and those staff members who worked with her, who were bullied, allegedly, will be allowed to speak out and tell their side of the story. But we're getting there. That's encouraging. William first. I'm going to look at each of them individually and see how they're feeling and what they're wanting to do. William first, Prince William, Prince of Wales. And there he is. Here's the Chariot, the Cancerian. This Chariot card has come out in reverse. He's willing to play dirty. He's willing to put spikes in the road, nails in the road, to stop this Chariot, to stop this narrative that the Harkles have got going. He wants to stop it. He wants to stop it in its tracks. He wants to derail that vehicle, that ambition, that story, that drive, that momentum that they have got going. He wants to stop it. There is no question about this, that he wants to stop it once and for all. I'm very heartened by that card. I think it's a very powerful card. A very powerful message that's going out, and we've got a message going out. You're not going to get away with this, not on my watch. I'm not going to let it happen. And Charles, how's the king feeling? What is his view? What is he up to? What does he want to do? And we've got the Four of Cups. He is in reverse. He is the one who is regretful right now. This is the dynamic energy, the Chariot in reverse, the Cancerian, who is the cardinal sign, the sign that says, this is what I'm going to do to accomplish goals. And if it means, as I say, roadblocks, nails in the road, tacks in the road, burst those tires, I will do it. Charles, on the other hand, is feeling mournful. He's feeling regretful. He is Four of Cups energy in reverse. That is, I wish things went differently. I had gone differently. Let's get my tenses right. I wish things had played out differently. I wish that I had done things differently myself in the past. I wish that they had done things differently. It's looking back sorrowfully, regretfully, wishing that he could have a chance to do things differently. It's passive energy. He's not the one who's going to be taking charge of this this counterinsurgency. He's not going to be the one fighting for the royal family. He's not going to be the one exposing the lies. And not at all. He is the one who is rather helpless, rather defeated by this. And it doesn't surprise me to see a card like that there. That's what we've heard about him always, that he is quite soft, he is quite emotional, he is quite passive, and would rather keep the peace, very much like his mother allegedly was. So we've got the similar energy coming out for him. But no worries, we got William on the case. Hopes and fears right now for the royals. What do they hope? They hope they can heal this. Not necessarily heal the rift with Harry and Meghan, but for the royal family. The angel is coming down, the angel pouring soothing balm, the angel bringing blessings, healings, patience, calming the situation down. That's what they want to do. They want to detox it, defang the situation. They want to portray themselves as the angels dealing with the devil. The devil hasn't showed up. I'm surprised actually, because I can feel it floating around in here. It hasn't showed up, but they want to portray themselves as angelic. We're the ones who wanted to make the peace. We're the ones who are on the high road in this. We're the ones who were patient. We're the ones who are kind and generous and moderate. Temperance is about moderation, temperate energy, not being angry, not being extreme, not clapping back, not engaging. Not rising to the bait. And there was plenty of bait offered, as the people who have signed the NDAs claim that there was bait offered to them, and they are constantly being provoked in the hope that they will break their NDAs and Meghan can sue them. That's what they are claiming, according to reports going around on social media. I'm just repeating rumours and allegations. The outcome of this new dispensation, this new modus operandi that the royal family are seemingly going to be following from now on, provoked by Harry and Meghan into finally changing the way the royal family handles negative press. What is going to be the outcome? The outcome is the Empress. That's very powerful energy. It's very powerful energy, very powerful female energy. It would have been the late Queen in those days when she was the ruler, she was in charge of things. But it's some idea, it's a major arcana. It's some idea of restoring the status of the royal family. I get that very powerful. There's a Catherine energy in there, because there is no other. It could be Camilla, Queen Camilla, that is restored, but I think this is a Catherine energy that's coming through. I think because she seems to be the target of much of the hatred and the accusations and the vitriol in this reality show, that her reputation is going to be restored. She's going to come out looking pretty damn strong and honorable. Apparently the crying, all the dress fitting, all of that stuff is going to be rehashed, but she's going to come out on top because she's not going to be allowed to be taken down by this Queen of Wands. William in particular is just not going to allow it to happen. He is going to make jolly sure that her reputation is pristine at the end of it all. She is going to be honored. She is going to be very powerful by the end of this. Reputation very much intact. Royal family very much intact reputation wise. The British people, the Commonwealth, all of that looks to be intact here. Empress, we have the notion of empire, realms, all of those things that Meghan and Harry are so agitated about and claiming are so racist and toxic and all the rest of it, and slavery and blah blah. I'm not diminishing any of those things. They did exist. They did exist way in the past. The British powers were very key in stopping it. If we have a little history lesson that Lady C is often happy to give on her channel. And so all is well. This is going to go well for the royal family. It's going to go very well. So don't despair if you are despairing, if you're angry and upset at what is going on at the moment. It looks okay. It looks okay from here, from where I'm sitting today rather than standing. And that is your reading. Thank you for watching, for supporting this channel. Stay strong, everyone. We'll get through this, and I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow.